Well, it appears that someone has been bitten by the bug. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for If Loving You Is Wrong, Season 4, Episode 5. This is a mess. A whole mess. And like I said, somebody is bit by the bug, honey. So you just got to hold on and last to the end of this review. And I'm going to let you know who been bit by the damn bug, Cheryl. Anyway, first things first. We start right where we ended last week with all the screaming and yelling and Natalie and Lucian at the window, and then they go outside. It's that damn Tanya. Tanya is as crazy as a racehorse. She is out there in the middle of the street, butt naked, screaming and yelling, acting a fool. I said, girl, this is not a good first impression when you're just moving somewhere. Because I know if it was here on my street, maybe I'd have went to that door and looked at her and said, really? First week here? It's actually like the first day. Because they just like moved in the day before. 911 and hold. Come get this bitch. Come and get this bitch and get her out of here because we ain't got time for this Wisteria Lane activity. Get this bitch out of here. But anyway, they're all out there just looking at her and running, and Lucian sends Natalie to go get something to cover her up. Old damn Randall that came. He up there talking to her. Calmed her down a little bit. Ain't that a trip? Being as though he really is the one that actually rolled her into the psychosis. So I think this is really like her second day. This is like day 2 or day 3 since they've been there. But he's the one who actually walked her blindly into this psychosis. A mess. He's talking to her. She crazy. She's talking about, they follow me. Talking about somebody following her. Then she said her hair was red. No, bitch, you're a blonde. I'm pretty sure. We all stand there looking at this dishwater blonde hair, honey. You're not a redhead, sweetie. Or maybe you were at some other time. There's something I can't wait to find out what the rest of their story is. But it's a whole lot going on. But she ends up calming down, talking to Randall. And he talking about her skin. She said, my skin is nice. It's like fur. Crazy as dog shit. And he's like, yeah, some whole mess. She ended up taking off running, going in the house. They had called for an ambulance or whatever. That never came. I don't know what Tyler was writing, but the ambulance never came. Bennett actually made it back home. Lucia's like, Bennett, he's like, I don't know, he ran in the house. Just crazy shit. Eddie showed up right after all the action. And Eddie's like, I heard there was a naked chick out here. I got my ones. He has some dollar bills. I said, you know what? Just ridiculous. But you know, Eddie was there. Now, this made me laugh. Why is Eddie in their neighborhood with his homeless ass? He ain't got no place to stay. Police officer. Always doing $900 worth of blow a day. Drinking. Carrying on. They ain't got no place to stay. Who ever heard of a crazy homeless cop? Only in Tyler Perry land. Anyway, so Eddie goes first over there messing with Alex. He over there all in her door, harassing her. She said, you are not getting in here. She will say, he said, if you don't open this door and let me in there with you and that black ass baby, I need to lay on that couch. I'm tired and I gotta pee. She said, if you don't get out of here. He said, well, where's Brad? She said, I said, get out of here, honey. So she slammed the door, honey. He can't get in. Now, meanwhile, he decides he gonna pee on Randall's property. So he peeing in the grass, peeing all down the walkway, all the way up to the door. Randall opened the door and he gonna say, if you don't get that little piece of get on out of here, honey. And they going back and forth. Randall goes in the house and throws some water on him. And they having a couple words. And he ended up coming outside and Randall told me, he started laughing. He said, you know what? So I heard what you did to Larry. I sure did. He gonna say, yeah. Gloating over it. He said, I hope you really enjoy your last days. Because you don't know nothing about that. See, the difference between you and Larry is smart. But you don't even know what you got yourself into. And he said, I'm a lion now. He said, even cats with their 9 lives, the 9 lives run out. He said, I'm a lion out in these streets. He said, yeah, but what does a lion do inside of water with a shark and don't even know it? I said, oh. And he was just kikiing and laughing. I said, and he said, yeah. He's so arrogant. I know what I'm doing. I said, I always had a good feeling that you really don't know what you're doing because Larry ain't all wrapped too tight. Fine as a mother, but he ain't wrapped too tight. But anyway, so he told him, enjoy your last days, punk, and went on in the house and told him to clean this up. That piss all over everything. I said, Lord. So across the street, you got Tanya and Bennett. He trying to force her to take her medicine. She won't do it. Tell him she hate him and all of this kind of carrying on. And he just kind of took it on the chin. And I'm like, what's up with Bennett and this damn Tanya? Very strange. Very, very strange. Eddie comes over to their place, forces his way in there, got his gun drawn and all this. He got the gun drawn on Bennett. Goofball running up, talking about, help me. He's attacking me, help me. I said, old girl, you stupid. And like that type of stuff, well, we know better than that because in the world, the way that the world is today, if you with a woman and she's doing this, a black man knows, you know what, me and you are pretty much done because you're not going to have the police shoot me up, bitch, because you on one. You know what I mean? But I was like, child, again, this is Tyler Perry world. So, but it was just a whole lot. I was like, I got real, I had to pull myself out because I was thinking too hard. And I got real pissed off with Tanya. Like, are you kidding? Like, you're about to have them kill your damn husband, but he ain't going to get killed on this. All the worst is going to happen to Bennett is he going to go down to the Maxine jail. But I got real mad at her. Then I had to think about it. Oh, this is Tyler Perry land. Anyway, but she doing too much. She crazy as hell. So Eddie ends up telling them, you need to learn how to shut that bitch up. I said, oh, who does that? Who comes into someone's house and call their wife a bitch? Not once, but 2 or 3 times. I learn how to shut that bitch up. Stick a sock in that whore's mouth. I said, and Bennett's like, are you serious? He's like, I'm very serious. And I'm laughing at Eddie because Eddie's a little suspect to me. I think Eddie felt the same way about Bennett as we did. We thought Bennett was fine when we first seen Bennett. And I got a feeling that Eddie think that Bennett is fine too. But anyway, keep on telling people whatever you're telling them, Eddie. But you give me suspectees, Eddie. I don't think you're really all that bothered about what Larry did to you. I think you're more bothered about the fact that Larry was black and that there was a black piece stuffed up in you, honey, instead of a white piece. But, whatever. Well, we'll go with whatever it is that Tyler's writing here, honey. I ain't rewriting the script for him because I ain't get my last check. Anyway, moving on. Ian ends up calling Lucian. Lucian over there in the bed with Natalie. Natalie, superintendent, tells him, invite him over tomorrow for dinner. I want to try to talk him into helping Kelly. Mind your business, Natalie. Lucian got this. Anyway, so he's coming for dinner. Esperanza calls Marcy in the morning. Marcy done laid up with Brad all night. He done banged her real good. She back, she's back in love. Back in, I said, uh-huh. She all sitting up there. She all leaning on the side of the bed. I said, girl, you stupid too. But anyway, and he goes, Esperanza calls her. They're going back and forth. She's trying to figure out what Larry did to get Nutball to sign the papers for the divorce and all of that. And she wants to know if she can get him hooked up so that she can get something done with Eddie. And then she said, but that's the guy, that's the one, he's weird. Say he ain't weird, girl. He just done ran up in your baby's daddy, that's all. But anyway, so then Marcy's like, everything's fine, I'll get you in touch with him and everything like that. I'll give you his number. She gets off the phone, then she calls Larry and she's double checking and she's like, I'm asking him, so really he's like, you're divorced, Marcy, it's done. You're done. And she's like, I wish I would have known, about Randall messing around. And he's like, your husband always had swinger proclivity. And I was like, and they're like just on some cool kind of stuff. And he's like, I know your husband a lot more than how I know him. She's like, well, how do you know him? And I said, child, listen. Y'all are saying everything without saying everything, and Tyler, you leading us somewhere, but you got us where it's like, okay, so Marcy is okay with Larry banging her husband, but y'all just ain't saying it. Is this what bisexual folks be doing? See, because I don't know, because I don't get into that. So I don't know, but that just sounds like some fuck shit to me. But okay, we just gonna go with it. Because it was what wasn't being said that was wearing me out. They were on the phone and I was like, girl, are you literally telling this man that it's okay that he was banging your husband and you and him gonna be able to be still friends? Okay, girl, well, listen, hey, I guess. Your husband done screwed the neighbor and made a little black baby, so you go over and screw the neighbor's husband. Why would it be far-fetched that your husband was getting dug out by some other dude, or your husband was digging out another dude and you be okay with shit? Y'all got it all going on anyway. Let me get on out there. Child, listen, but bam, and I'm back. I ain't even messing with it. Tyler, this one's on me. Child, this is just too much. And woo, Lord have mercy. Moving on, honey. Natalie and Alex are sitting outside talking early in the morning when they put the kids on the bus. And she gets to asking her again, girl, are you sure? Are you sure that Randall's baby's daddy? Natalie's about to get on my nerves too. Because I think deep down, Natalie got this thing. Natalie don't trust nothing and nobody. But I feel like deep down here, I go rewrite the script again. But I feel like deep down, Natalie kind of thinks that maybe Lucian done banged Alex. And that there's a possibility that little stuff about Lucian is true. I ain't for that at all. And I know Tyler better not write nothing like that up in here about Lucian, or I'm going to get on a plane and go to Atlanta, and me and Tyler going to have a sit down. Because I ain't having it. Not with my Lucian. I ain't having it. Lucian ain't slept with that whore. But Natalie's on my nerves with it because I think that deep down she feels insecure. Child, just really... That goddamn Alex is the town slut. But I ain't giving her access to Lucian. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Now, Ramsey might have ran up in her a couple times, but he was too nice, too. We ain't giving him that either. Leave the dead. He done died and everything. Leave that man alone. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I don't like that Alex. She's slick as trifling. But anyway, Tyler, no Lucian. Don't play them games. I don't want to get mad with you now. Anyway, so Bennett ends up coming up the street, and they're having their little conversation. They told him, stay away from Randall. Randall is an issue. He's crazy. That damn Natalie went off. She said he's ugly, and he's crazy, and he's simple, and he's psychotic. I said, oh, damn. He said, well, tell me how you really feel. I said, child, you don't like him, honey? So all of that went on, and I'm looking. I said, yeah, that Bennett is kind of cute. He's cute, but he's cute in a like gay white boy kind of way. I was like, Bennett seemed a little suspect, but okay, we'll see. We'll see. I could definitely see here. Oh, here I go giving away again. Go on and write them down to a lesbian and a gay that done got together that they best friends. As he said they've been together since they was in high school. You might as well go on and write them up as some best friends, child. Cause Bennett look gay as hell to me. I don't know what y'all tell me what y'all think. I swear Bennett is one of the children. But anyway, you know white guys give that though. But Bennett is way. But I don't know. He was looking at Alex. You know, Alex got that old whore pussy over there. So, we'll see. Anyway, so next thing you know, Brad pulls up with a notary. Baby, he got the papers in hand. He's like, "You want to sign these papers outside? Or you want to go in the house hall?" So Charlie told Natalie, "You come on in. I need you to witness this or whatever." They go back and forth. He's like, just being mean as hell. Tell her, listen, sign the damn papers, you fucking whore. Ain't nobody got time for you. And Natalie stood in, was the voice of reason, and said, no, listen, you got to give her at least 24 hours. Ain't nothing going to change. It is what it is. So it don't matter. What's 24 hours? So she could have somebody look over it and everything like that. And he was like, okay. And I said, it's crazy how everybody talks to Alex like shit. Don't nobody got no respect for Alex at all. Your husband got more respect for the woman next door than he do for you because you just ain't shit. You ain't nothing but the old owner of old nasty, funky, filthy whore pussy, honey. She's horrible. Anyway, moving on. Um, Rick is right there like he said he would be with his fine self outside the door with Kelly. And Lucian rolls up and they get to talking. And he's like, well, why are you doing this? And he told her, told Lucian, I was security down at the church, this, that, and the other. And said, it's locked down at that church like a cult. And they're coming for Kelly. And he said, but I'm working on some stuff because I think I got some information that's going to help. So Lucian's like, okay, cool. We work together, this, that, and the other. So all that goes on. Lucian goes up in the room. Him and Kelly talk. Kelly talks him into unshackling her and letting her walk around the room a little bit. I'm like, Lucian, don't fall into Kelly's bullshit because I already hate Kelly. I don't really want to have to hate Kelly, okay? But they go in there and he's like, I'm going to go get you some breakfast, this, that, and the other. Since I got to lock you back up. She's like, no. I'm not going to go. Where am I going to go? He said, okay, well, at least get back in the bed so nobody will even know that you're not locked up if one of the nurses come in. She says, okay. She get her funky ass back in the bed. Next thing you know, Lucian goes, he come back. This funky whore is gone. Gone. Really, Kelly? You know what, Tyler? You better write this in that Kelly is just in there in the bathroom or something. Because I'm telling you, I'll go in there and kill her my goddamn self. I'd have had enough of her. I really have. I've had enough of Kelly. Should have killed her off in the beginning like you intended to. Anyway, moving on. Last thing, like I said, somebody got bit by the bug. Larry gets his call from Esperanza. And he tells her, once he figures out exactly who she is, you see his wheels turn the baby. And I'm looking at Larry. Now, I told y'all before, Larry is fine as wine. You hear me? But what I'm going to need them to do, I'm going to need them to stop combing Larry's hair like that. Larry got this soft, curly hair, and it grows 12 different directions. So he got like 22 different cowlicks in his head, and he look crazy about the head. He really do. It's like slicked and combed. It look like it got a bunch of soap in it. His head look a mess. You too damn fine for your head to be looking like that. I said, now who ain't no lawyer that is literally the way that Larry is ain't walk around with their head like that. That head look a mess. Look like it had a bunch of soap in it. Combed 22 different ways, and he got 24 cowlicks, and all of them is just going. I said, child, that look a mess. But anyway, so he tells her, they're gonna talk. Him and Esperanza going to talk. She going to come down to see him. He said, just let me know. Call before you come and we'll get you all together. Right After that, honey, in walks Randall, honey, and Randall ain't said nothing, baby. He just grabbed him, threw him up on the table, baby, slid him across the table onto the floor, and punched him in his ribs about 3 good times. I said, oh, poor thing, his ribs was just tore all up. I said, oh no. And then they get to arguing back and forth because Randall done been on the phone, honey, and found out that divorce that went through, and he's so damn mad. And then that's when Larry started telling him, listen, I did this for you. I'm telling you, I did this for you. And then as Randall stopped and he listened, and I got to listen, I said, oh my God, everything that he was saying was true. He literally saved him from Marcy. Where it appears that he saved Marcy from Randall, he didn't. He did all of that for Randall. He saved Randall from Marcy because he said, are you kidding me? Do you know you weren't going to have anything? She was going to ruin you. You made her lose her baby. You were going to get hit for murder and everything else. You were going to have nothing. Maybe not even your freedom. He did. What he did was necessary. And he has said that the whole time. And he said this before and we ain't paid no attention. He said he did this for his best interest. He did this. It had nothing to do with Marcy. Don't give a shit about Marcy. It was about Randall. He was protecting Randall. How he's standing there talking to Randall and put his hand on Randall's chest. Y'all know Randall's chest is everything, bitch. Put his hand on Randall's chest and told him, he said, trust me, just let this go. And I was looking at Larry and I said, bitch, you're in love with him. You are in love with Crazy Jack. And Randall's looking at him. I said, go on and kiss him in the mouth. Because that's where it was going. I said, Tyler, this is too much. They're going to stick your ass over there with the Empire and say you got that gay agenda going on. You better watch it. You better watch it. But goddamn it, I'm giving you this. That was a cute twist written up very, very clever. Tyler, you did a good job with that. And Larry and Randall acted the shit out of that scene. They really did because in all honesty, neither one of those actors are homosexual. I believe both of those are absolute heterosexual males, and they are damn good actors because, baby, there was a sexual tension that I sat over here and said, oh, well, I want to be in it. Listen, I want somebody to love me like that goddamn Larry is in love with Randall. I said, somebody done got bit by the bug. I said, child, Randall must got some good old Peter, honey. You see how Alex be acting. You see how crazy Marcy is, and then look at Larry. I said, come on, Randall, you coming around knocking the girls down with the Peter, honey. I laughed my ass off. I had me a good time tonight, honey, with this. I said, oh, look at here. Y'all tell me what y'all think, honey. Did y'all get what I got out of this, honey? I got a little moist. This was some funny good shit. Anyway, good job, Tyler. I'll see y'all next week, honey. Have and have not, y'all gonna have to ramp up. Because if loving you is wrong is giving y'all a run for y'all's money, honey.